Good afternoon, good afternoon. Wherever you're watching from, you're welcome to my life. This beautiful afternoon. Wherever you're watching from, actually, it could be morning, it could be afternoon, it could be evening. I think the light is a bit bright. I don't know if it's bright or it's okay. Hello, guys. How have you been doing? I've missed you guys. I've missed you guys. It's been like ages since I've been live here. Though I've been posting some of my short video clips. I've really been posting, I don't know. But it's been a while I did live, and I'm really super excited that I had to come on live because I've been really busy like for some time now. I've really been busy. So guys, how have you been doing? Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing awesome. But the truth of the matter is this, that I always come live on Saturdays on Facebook. So if you come across this video, please follow me on Facebook, Sarah Fidelis. Yes, I always do my Saturday live with Sarah Fidelis. So I'm even more active on Facebook. Probably because I cannot really do the whole thing at the same time. I just because of work and time, I just try to ensure I do the Saturday live. So on YouTube, actually I started with YouTube though, but I just don't know how I immediately switched to Facebook. Though it's I feel like it's the season and the reach. I felt like I don't know why I switched and had more time on Facebook. But anyways, um follow me live, follow me on Facebook for more of my videos and more of my life. You will really enjoy my Saturdays live. The topic are always interesting. The topics are always powerful, and it's worth listening to. And I would really love you guys to join in on the conversation. And please guys, if you join in on my live on YouTube, please don't forget to tell me where you're watching from. Yes. Please tell me where you're watching from. I would really love to know where you're watching from. And you can equally join in on the conversation. I don't know how long I'll be here, but I think I'll be here for not really long. But I saw something that got me angry. Like it got me really pissed. Like what what in the name of God are we seeing every day? Like I saw this thing, and this is what I keep discussing on my Saturday live on Facebook. And thank you guys for joining in on my live. Please tell me where you're watching from. Actually, just started, so tell me where you're watching from if you're just joining in. I saw something on a friend's page on WhatsApp, and when I saw this, hey, how you doing, Robert Mackenzie? You're welcome. Please tell me where you're watching from. Tell me where you're watching. Jamaica, lovely to have you here. Thank you so much for joining in on my live. So I was about starting, though I've not started. Before I start, let me introduce myself. It's your favorite baby girl, Sarah Fidelis, and it's good to be back here, with you guys as always. So please tell me where you're watching from if you're just joining in on my live, guys. So I saw this thing on a friend's page on WhatsApp, and I saw how a man was seriously, manhandling his wife. Like it was really crazy. It really pissed me off. Like every time I come on live, every time when I do my Saturday live, I keep pondering on people avoiding toxic relationship. Oh, Avre Montemayor, welcome. Thank you for joining in from Philippines. Wow, it's really nice to have you. Thank you so much for joining on my live. You could equally join in on the conversation. Yes, you could join in on the conversation and tell me what you think about people that always get themselves in toxic relationship. Like every time, both those who are married, like I find it so, unimaginable. Like, why do people get to be in a toxic relationship? Please don't forget to drop in your comment. Don't forget to click on the like button, share, and comment. I will really appreciate that. So, like I was saying, toxic relationship. So, I find it really difficult, and I don't really know why people still remain in a toxic relationship. Now, while I was watching this video, I could see how this man was really, really beating this lady, like his wife, because in the background of that video, the child was crying and he was having something in his hand. He was really hitting her, though I feel like there are some people already that have taken up that matter. But the truth of the matter is this: how do you be in a relationship where this particular guy is abusive, he is devilish, he's toxic, and yet you want to remain there? I don't know how people do this thing. You want to remain in a toxic relationship that is so harmful and so dangerous as this. Like, is it that people do not like their life? Is it that people do not really show concern of, there are cases in Nigeria, for a person that's watching, there have been so many cases in Nigeria where the woman died. Like, there are actually three cases that of recent this year, minus last year, the ones that happened. So there are so many cases this year alone. There was one that happened where the man poured fuel on her and he set her on fire and she died. Now, while they were interviewing him, he said, oh, that it was a mistake, it was a devil thing, that it just happened. He did not plan for it. There was all manner of stories. There are other ones where the man stabbed her. There are other ones too where so many things happen. I don't know why people just choose to be in a toxic relationship. Thank you for joining on my live. Please tell me where you're watching from. Tell me where you're watching from. Please don't forget to click on the like button, share, and comment. And you can equally join in on the conversation. Toxic relationship. What do you think about people being in a toxic relationship? Why do people get in toxic relationship? Okay, like I was saying, now, this thing keeps happening every day in different homes. In relationship, you see amongst young, girls and young guys that are dating, the guy is already manhandling you, the guy is already, beating you up, causing you all manner of, bruises and what have you. And you see so many girls who tell you that they want to still be there. And eventually they get married and all of a sudden, this lady is no more. There are cases where this man will beat them to the point where they have miscarriages. As a matter of fact, I know a recent one that happened in Nigeria where this particular lady, a day before they got married, this guy beat her to the point where he chased her with a knife, not just a knife, a machete. If you know that this one they use actually for walking, he chased her, and it didn't occur to her that this one I have to let go. This one is not somebody I will settle with because I might die in the process. So at the end of the day, what happened? This lady got married to this guy, and after 8 months of the marriage, he killed her. So it really pains me a whole lot when I come online, when I'm on social media. I keep seeing people who are being, who suffer in the hands of these toxic men. I equally know that there are women who are equally toxic as well, not just men. But we have more cases of men who, brutally destroy their wife, beat their girlfriend. How do you beat a woman like you are fighting your fellow individual? It's like a man wrestling his fellow man. That is how it is. I saw this man when I was watching this video. The way he was using, I was trying to, see what he was using to hit her. It looks like a bat, I don't know, or a comb, but this thing was kind of in a kind of a wood form. Hello, Haras from India. Thank you for joining in on my live. Thank you for joining. How is India today? Hope you're doing great. It's nice to have you here on my live. You can join in on the conversation. Please don't forget to click on the like button. Yes, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining in on my live. So, guys, like I was saying, now I could see what he was using to brutally hit this woman. I find it really difficult. Now, human rights have taken this thing. Human rights have really taken it up by themselves. But the truth of the matter is this: not all cases in Nigeria usually are judged well. Not all cases in Nigeria usually are given justice. We see so many cases where men who brutally manhandle their wife go scot-free. I've seen cases where a man did something terrible, and even in the court of law, in the court, he was even bragging. He was feeling so prideful. He could tell you that where he's coming from is a place where there is power, there is authority, and all those things will die down. And if it dies down, it means that no, justice is not served. And because justice is not served, the evil man will keep being he will still be doing what he's doing, and people will keep suffering. So such individuals need to be behind closed bars. People like that need to be arrested, need to serve years in prison, where they might even get life sentence. Because why do you get to beat a fellow human being like that? How do you get to manhandle somebody like that? It's really, really, really crazy. And it pisses me off to see people who know that the relationship where they are in a toxic relationship, and yet they still want to be there. Like, I saw this video today, I was really, really pissed because this little child, that child I saw that was crying in the background of the video, the child is not up to 2 years, but he could understand that what is happening at that point, it's not really good, because he was crying, nobody was responding. And I don't know, why do people want to, like, I feel like you don't get married to somebody without knowing this person have this character in them. There's never a mistake as that. I feel like most times people conserve it and feel like, oh, when we get married they will change. When we get married, they will not be like this. But it's not true. The moment you notice in characters like this, when the moment you notice this individual doing this kind of thing, what do? You walk away. See, relationship is not a do or die. I hate it when at the end of the day, this person dies, this person kills somebody and they die in the name of toxic relationship. When you can walk away. Now, let's assume that yes, you avoided all those warning signs when you were courting, when you were in a relationship. Let's assume you avoided it. But the moment you get married and you saw that this guy is still repeating the same thing to the point where he beats you, to the point you have miscarriages, not just one, not just. See, I have seen videos and I have even heard where people come out to say that the man will beat her to the point where he puts her in a position where he can hit, like he can step on her stomach, and he will constantly hit her. Like, this will tell you that such individuals are possessed. How do you live with such individual that you just see them? They are devils there, but they are alive, they are living, and you keep your life to such individual. Yes, you have 1 or 2 kids with them. You are wondering what would most times the issue is always what the society will say. That is always the problem. What the people are more interested in what the people will say, but you forget to check the one that is more important, which is your life. Your life at hand is better, because it's better the society talk, it's better the society say all whatever they have to say. But the one that matters a whole lot is your life. If you are alive, then you can tell your story. If you are alive, tomorrow one day will come. He will always face what he has started. Such individual will always, enter a hand of a victim where he can never go scot-free. They always think that, oh, they keep being toxic, that they always go scot-free. A time will come when they will fall in a hands where they will be dealt with. At this time, they cannot be left. They will always deal with them to the point where they will be in prison, to the point some of them will face life sentence. So people should avoid toxic relationship. It doesn't give you a thing. I've seen celebrities in Nigeria who come out from such relationship. It's true that they might see these things and, oh, because of marriage, because of age, because of what people will say, time is going. But it's better you wait for the right individual than settle for someone who will almost want to take your life. How can you wake up every morning, every day, and someone is beating you up, someone is causing you pain? You are living the rest of your life knowing that you don't get peace. You don't have peace. You are always battered and shattered. You are always left in a position where you feel like you want to see. I have seen people who even take their life because of toxic relationship. There was this case in my community that, as I heard, that this guy marry this lady. I used to know this guy when we newly moved in this the locality where we came, the community where I'm living right now. I know the guy very well. He has been around there for a very long time. Like I said, something about toxic relationship. It's not just it doesn't just happen in the man. The man is not the only person that is toxic. We equally have women that are so toxic, women that, especially some that are powerful, that have more financial income than the man. You see some women controlling their men, controlling them like dogs. It's not just the man alone. Women too are toxic. So you have to see these warning signals. You have to sense this thing and run away for your life. How do you see this thing and you still remain there? So, like I was telling the story, I said this particular guy in the community where we moved in, I think that was probably 8 or 9 years back. I know this guy, even before we came there, he was already there. And all of a sudden, he got married. Not really got married, like, this thing they do. You just have to live with her because, you impregnated her or what have you. And all of a sudden, I kept hearing stories. Then all of a sudden, there was a time I went to school and I came back. I heard that this guy committed suicide. And while I was listening and, trying to get why he did commit suicide, because this guy is somebody that I would never think that he would commit suicide. I get to hear that the lady became toxic to the point where she fights him, she beats him, she even to the point where there was a time she stabbed him. And I keep wondering, this lady keep doing this thing and you chose to stay. You chose to keep your life, for somebody to take your life. Because at this point, what the lady did was this. She did not just let him kill himself. She ensured that she destroyed his life and she walked away. And at this point, the only thing he could think is, oh, I'm owing. I don't have anything. The business I'm doing has gone down. Nothing is good is coming. And that was a point in Nigeria where there was this increase, there was this inflation rate where people could barely survive in Nigeria. So it really came on hard on so many persons in Nigeria. I could tell you that, like, we felt it, but we are surviving by the grace of God, yes. So, but this guy could not take it and he took his life. So at the end of the day, people will want to blame me. Oh, why did you take your life? Why did you commit suicide? Because right now the lady is alive, she's doing fine because nobody will blame her. Why? Because she has actually walked out of that marriage before even he took his life. But the truth of the matter is, the result of him committing suicide was because that lady eventually caused that. That lady made him do that. And because of that, he committed suicide. And today he's no more. Like, it really pained me so much when I came back and they told me that this particular guy is dead. Like, I was like, okay, waiting to hear he was sick. That's why he died. But when I heard he hanged himself, like he hung himself in his room, people did not see him and they were wondering, oh, where is this guy? Where is this guy? Only for them to, break the door of his house and they saw that he was still inside, but he has committed suicide. And I was like, my goodness. Like, this thing is really, 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 it's really, really, it's increasing every day. How do I put it? Like, it's really, really becoming so strong that it's like a charm that when people are in a toxic relationship, they don't want to go. They just want to be there. Now I'm asking, I am wondering, who is holding you to walk away? There is no relationship that is toxic that is worth your life. There is no relationship that you're in and that is worth you staying. No. I will love that you tell your story after you have left than staying there and somebody kills you. Who will tell the story? Who will help? I've seen cases you know, where how do I put it? Where the woman died. There was even this one that happened, I guess last year. Was it last year? The woman actually died, and when she died, um, we started hearing stories. Now we have men who, when their woman is earning more than them, they are really not prideful. They don't take that as a thing of joy. They see it as a threat. They see it as, a problem. So they want to fight it. Now, as far as this woman was so submissive, she's very popular in Nigeria. She was so submissive down to earth to the point where she's almost doing what he wants. But at the end of the day, what happened to this woman? Yeah, and the story was, something happened. They were fighting, And nobody can really tell the story except for those that were there when it happened. Now the story was that probably he hit her or he pushed her, and she was rushed to hospital. When they got there after one or two times, what have you. The story was just told, and but the truth of the matter is that she has gone. She's no more. There's a woman that when she's singing here, my goodness, she sings and she draws the presence of the Holy Ghost. But the truth of the matter, she's no more. She cannot win souls because there are so many people who are tied down, destinies that are tied down to her. Because there are so many people that were looking up to her because her voice was so powerful. Her voice was so natural. Like it was so powerful. Right now, she's no more. But recently, I feel like justice has been said. I don't know, because I recently saw on paper that the husband has been sentenced to death because he has a hand in her death. I think he fought with her or he beat her, and from there she passed out. She was unconscious, and from there she went in coma, and from there she couldn't. She didn't even recover that. So, guys, ensure, even if you have people around you, please advise them that it is not profitable to be in a toxic relationship at all. It is not profitable. What would you gain a person to be in a toxic relationship? I understand that sometimes the love can be strong. You love this person so much, but the truth of the matter is the person you love doesn't really love you, because anyone that loves you will ensure that he wants to keep you safe. He or she will want your life to be safe than just, put you in a position where you are suffering pain, you are suffering heart attack, you are depressed, you wake up every morning feeling down, you wake up every day, you wake up every day thinking to commit suicide. My goodness, that is even worse as somebody being there. So why would you want to be in a relationship that want to end your life even before it ends? So what are you there for? So people really need to understand that life is not a do or die affair. The purpose of we being on earth is the fact that God has created us to exist. Yes. To serve Him rightly. Yes. To live like Him. Yes. We are not perfect, but we ensure that humans on earth will not come here to terrorize us. People will not exist and want to kill your spirit. There are people who come into your life, the passion you had, they took it away. I've seen cases where women leave their jobs. I don't know why I keep making giving examples using women alone. I know there are so many cases about women too being so toxic too. But what I see every day on news, what I see every day on social media is always the men manhandling women, beating them up, traumatizing them, killing them, doing all manner of things. So it's always the men. So we all equally have cases of women who are toxic, but they're very, very few. They're very, very low. Do you get? But whether it's the woman that is toxic or the man that is toxic, you that is in that relationship, you must avoid that. You must let go. You must walk away. Because why would you be in a relationship that will end your life? Why would you be in a relationship that will take your life, will not let you, raise your children well, will not let, there are cases where, after the man had done what taking the woman's life, he now repents. He now become a genuine man. He changes. And by then you have gone. He has now changed. He becomes the best father. He becomes the best husband. He no longer beats his wife because he has learned his mistake. Don't be the woman that a man will learn his mistake from. Don't be the man that a woman will learn her mistake from beating you up, from killing you. You do not deserve to be in that toxic relationship. Yes, I have to say this because I saw this video today. I was really pissed. Like, why do you stay in such homes? Yes, marriage is for better, for worse. Marriage is in sickness and in health. But the truth of the matter is, Christ Himself is against divorce. Yes. Christ Himself is the author and the beginner of marriage. He's the pioneer of the institution called marriage. But at the end of the day, He did not design you that you post your life for somebody who will end it in a day. No, it's not it. The fact that you stayed in a home where you had peace all your life, all of a sudden you got hooked up to one guy that you thought, oh, he loves you, that you really love each other, you're going to a place where you feel that love will be forever. It's true. But the truth of the matter is, love is not always fairy tale. So you need to ensure that you get these warning signals. And when you need to walk away, you do that. Don't let a man beat you up. Don't let a man put you in coma. Don't let a woman put you in coma. Don't let a woman end your life. Don't let a woman make you, not to end your life and you never see your children again. You put in a situation whereby you do not get to see your kids, and that's all for you. That's all for your story. So it pains me when most times these are people, career men and women, who have career, they have passion to be somewhere, in 10 years' time. And all of a sudden, because of the kind of relationship where they find themselves, that's all. They are no more. They don't exist again. So, guys, please ensure whatever you do, you stay strong for yourself. Ensure whatever you do, you desire peace. You desire peace, because Christ himself, when he died for us, when he came to this world to die, he was persecuted. But the truth of the matter is, he could withstand all those things. He could withstand it, because the scripture will not be fulfilled if he does not withstand them. Then you are not Christ. Nobody has mandated that you are Christ. What you have been told is to walk in the ways of Christ, to do the things that Christ wants. And that's all that you're mandated to do. Nobody told you to pose your life for one man or for one woman to end your life because of what? Yes, you have made a mistake, you are married, but it doesn't mean you can't walk away. If eventually you walk away, you might give yourself time, walk away and get your peace. If God decided that, oh yes, you guys will be together, repentance will take place, deliverance will take place, and eventually you guys will become back, you guys will come back together, and your home will be blessed, and that lesson will be learned. But it's not in a place where an atmosphere where the man does not want to learn, the woman does not want to learn. All she sees is violence, all he sees is violence, and before you know it, it becomes so toxic. Before you know it, he becomes so violent. I have seen cases I've seen on social media where the man or the woman is so toxic to the point where, okay, they can think anything, any day, anytime, and just be like, oh, they will end their life, kill their wife, kill their themselves, kill the children, end everybody's life, because they just feel like, okay, because she wants to leave me, okay, let me do this so that she doesn't leave me, and I too, we all die together. No, you don't deserve to die. You have destiny. You cannot die destiny unfulfilled. The purpose for we being on earth, we must accomplish it. So no, don't pose your life for one individual to end your life, guys. Don't pose your life for somebody who will take your life, take you unawares, and by then you will have a say. A dead man cannot talk. Neither a dead woman cannot talk. They cannot speak for themselves. They cannot cry for help. Even if they want to, even if wherever they are, they are seeing, they are watching, they will want to talk, but then it will be too late. It will be so late, because then time has gone and they can't do anything, and it's all over. Thank you for joining on my live. Please tell me where you're watching from. Tell me where you're watching from, and don't forget to click on the like button, share, and send in your comments on what you think about toxic relationship. Yes, guys. Now, before I come to a conclusion, yes, thank you for joining in. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me where you're watching from. Thank you so much. Don't forget to click on the like button, share, comment, and equally, I have other videos that you can always go and, take a sneak peek and have a feel, because I know there are so many interesting topics I've talked about. There are short video clips. There are equally some, long videos. There are equally some of my live that are equally done that I've saved as well. So you can always go back to my videos and always share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the like button. Tell me where you're watching from. Thank you for joining me. Tell me where you're watching from. Thank you so much. Like, I have those who joined me earlier. I don't know how long they stayed. Thank you so much, Robert Mackenzie. I like that name, Robert Mackenzie from Jamaica. Thank you so much for joining. I love that name so much. I really, really do love your name. So thank you so much, Robert Mackenzie. Thank you so much, Robert Mackenzie, for joining in on my live. Thank you so much, Avre Montemayor. I don't know if I did justice to that name. Avreu Montemayor. Thank you so much for joining in from the Philippines. Yes. I really sometimes I enjoy your movies. Yes, I do watch your movies once in a while, but recently, I don't know how I stopped, but I really do. I love your women. They're so fashionable. I love their dressings. They're so fashionable from Philippines. And we have Howard from India. Yes, thank you so much for joining on my live. I really do appreciate, guys. So, guys, in conclusion, thank you so much for joining in. Please tell me where you're watching from. Don't forget to click on the share button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and join in on the conversation. Even after the video, you can always go back and listen. Guys, thank you so much for joining in on my live. So, like I said, avoid toxic relationship. It does not guarantee, it does not take you any place. There's no place where you want to get a job and people tell you, oh, if you're in a toxic relationship, bring your documents. No. You see people who are in toxic relationship, they are not bold. They are living a scared life. People who are in a toxic relationship, they are not happy. Like, they always live their life in pain, wishing they never was there, wishing they never got into that marriage or relationship. But you have a choice to walk away. Even if you don't do it, even if you're scared that, oh, he might do something, you can talk to somebody. You can talk to somebody who will help you out. There are people who reach out to people and they find a way to help them, and such individuals are put behind bars. You don't have to handle it yourself. You are not capable to do it alone. There are people who love you. Your family members are there, always ready to hear from you. But you cannot keep it yourself and expect that they keep asking and you tell them, oh, you are fine, that you just a minor thing. There are people who you tell them, oh, it's a minor issue that we have resolved, and that. And that's not making sense. So please reach out to people, tell people to help you. Don't stay back in a toxic relationship. Don't stay back. Avoid toxic relationship. Not just in relationship, in marriage. The moment in marriage becomes toxic, when the man becomes so brutal, when the man becomes so violent, please walk away. If you give yourself space, yes, there are times where somebody can heal and change, but that only takes the grace of God. Because a marriage where God is not involved, see, you don't know. The truth of the matter is, I don't know how that ends, except the man repents and he will change. But the fact that you are still there, my goodness, you are rooting to end your life. You are playing a risky card. You are playing a risky game that eventually will end your life. So, guys, please end being in a toxic relationship. Walk away. Walk away. Reach out to people. Talk to people. And you can equally send me messages. Yes, if it's something I can help, I will equally help. So please, guys, avoid toxic relationship. Thank you, guys, for those that tuning to my YouTube live. I really, really do appreciate. And you that just joining, thank you so much for joining in on my YouTube live. I really appreciate. And please, guys, I do Saturday live on Facebook, Sarah Fidelis on Facebook. So go and follow me on Facebook, and there are so many interesting topics there. And equally, there are so many interesting topics that I always come to talk on Saturdays on my live. It's always interesting. It's always so much interesting. So you can equally come on live and join me. Yes, you can request to join me on live. We equally add you. I would really, really love my Saturday's live to equally be interactive. Yes, guys. So thank you all that joining on my live, and to those who will come back after I'm done, to watch and take a sneak peek. Please don't forget to click on the like button, subscribe, like and share, love, and go to my old videos and equally send in your comments, your views, your opinions on my old videos. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for joining on my live. God bless you so much. I love you guys. Have a lovely day and stay blessed.